Hey Cancer, welcome to your January 2025 weekly reading. It's going to be a reading from January 20th until the 26th. A lot happening this week. We have a sun that's going to conjunct Pluto in Aquarius for the first time. We haven't seen this yet. So this is really cementing us into the new age of Aquarius here. We got pretty close, I think it was last year, to where the sun came to 29 degrees Capricorn with Pluto, and then the sun came into Aquarius, and then Pluto followed right after that. So the reason why I'm bringing that up is because it's a big deal. It's going to light up your 8th house. And the 8th house is what is hidden from you at this time. And that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. It could be a good thing. So let's see here. We also have a lot of energy going on this week. I feel like Uranus is the one that's behind the scenes helping us out, even though he's not really behind the scenes, but he is pretty active this week. So let's see here. And yeah, speaking of Uranus, he pulled a tower here in the future position, and the tower is symbolic and connected to Uranus in a way because it can deal with unpredictable and sudden events, and that's what Uranus is, and that's the tower. But we'll see what this breakthrough is, or what this sudden shift is, right? It can be a good thing. But definitely with the strength card here for the overall energy, it makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna show you the cards, of course, but I like to channel and pull the cards first. But the strength card makes a lot of sense here for you. Mars is in your sign, and Mars does deal with strength, right? And it's retrograde in your sign at this time. So you're trying to find this inner strength, possibly energy, drive, determination, passion, to create things, build things, get things done, right? Especially with the sun being in Capricorn at this time. It's about to come into Aquarius though. Not this week, it already happened on January 20th, but yeah, so let's see here. Take a look here. Let's pull your oracle cards. You did pull the 10 of Cups here in the position of the good stuff, so there's a silver lining in things, especially if you've been going through difficult things. I feel like this 10 of Cups is you finding that silver lining, but let's just say things aren't that difficult. Let's just say things are actually going well. And then 10 of Cups would be that you would just be continuing to experience things going well for the most part, right? I mean, life's a bitch, right? Just come out of nowhere and fucking, yeah. You have this Chiron card, it says heal. So it could definitely be a lot of healing going on, especially with that strength card. But Chiron is active this week. It's literally when we first start this week, January 21st, Mercury's gonna square Chiron, right? Be early in the morning, but it'll last all day. Mercury, Mercury does move away. Mercury is, gets off aspects really quickly. But there was that square, so there is wounds coming up, and it's in Aries, and it's related to possibly things going on with your career, reputation, work status, right? And Mercury squaring it. My Mercury's in Capricorn, your 7th house, so there's a clash between work and career and relationships. Or you can say others with the 7th house. And I can see that here with the 3 of Pentacles and the challenge for you for the week. The 3 of Pentacles is that cooperation, that teamwork, right? To build things. And that's what Capricorn wants to do, because the 3 of Pentacles is Mars in Capricorn. But that's what Capricorn wants to do with Mercury, right? But there's this, Chiron aspect to where you're going to have to be gentle here and not try to overdo it, overpush things, or get frustrated, get pissed off. Ace of Cups, as your advice is saying, have as much compassion and empathy and grace as you can, and try to find things that are very emotionally fulfilling and healing here for you as well. You did pull this holistic health card. It's the root chakra. So, the root chakra, I feel like it's connected to this tower here in the future. We'll see what that's about. But some of you could definitely be working on, maybe it is like maybe you're working on your overall well-being. You're trying to find, you're trying to get into things that's going to increase the quality of your life here. You're trying to find ways here, innovative ways and breakthroughs here, so that way you can have a better quality of life. And I feel like that's what Uranus is doing this week for us. Especially because the sun will come into Aquarius, it's going to conjunct Pluto, open up a brand new fucking energy for us in the world, transform things, make us do deeper transformational things, right? Sun conjunct Pluto is where we can really go into the roots of things and start changing things. And Uranus rules Aquarius, so Uranus is getting activated in Taurus, and then Uranus is making a bunch of aspects this week. And so Uranus and good aspects, everything's making good aspects to Uranus. So there is this breakthrough. And since Uranus is retrograde, it's more so of this inner stability that we feel and we're ready to shift. It's not so much of the external. It's like, yes, things could happen in the external, but it's more so really what's affecting us is like really internally, like us really wanting to shift things. You have this hidden realms card. It says create conscious awareness. Yeah, and the sun that will be in your 8th house this week with Pluto, right? The 8th house is the unseen realm. That's why it deals with things like secrets. That's why it deals with, astrology, divination, the occult, psychology, paranormal things, the metaphysical. So you could be diving into these things, studying these things. Maybe this is you accessing a lot of healing from these things here as well. But there's a lot of awareness here I feel like you're getting this week. And I don't want to say it's a big shock, but it is a big reveal. And we'll see what that is with the Tower. You have the 10 of Cups here in the position of the good stuff. So again, I think this is a good week here. For the most part, I get good things happening with family. And just overall, you feeling more connected to your life. 10 of Cups can be deep meaning. Like you feeling a deeper meaning and connection to things, especially in the world, in your life, family. You have the Strength card here for the overall energy. Makes a lot of sense. I feel like at this time you're having to find like a lot of courage and a lot of inner strength at this time to push through things, get things done. And I always get this very nurturing energy in your reading, Cancer. It could be literally because you're the sign of nurturing. But I always say like a lot of Cancers that watch me are like parents, and so I see that come through in the reading a lot. And so I always pick up energy with like children and stuff like that. That could be the Strength card, right? So a lot of you here are really working really hard for your family. And there's things coming up possibly at this time that you are having to shift and navigate and figure out, possibly with relationships and work and things ultimately really impacting your foundation. But I think it's like, but I think you do have somewhat of a firm foundation. So that's what's kind of helping you at the same time. Does that make sense? So you have the 9 of Wands here in the position of your hopes and your fears. I just feel like you're hoping to get through some of these things that you've been struggling. I kind of pick up some of you here that could be dealing with, well, I don't want to get too specific. All right, I'll get specific because I know y'all want me to. I kind of feel some of you could be dealing with, like as far as your energy levels, I think it's like you're trying to find like that extra oomph. It's like because you're feeling drained. 9 of Wands, though, too, is adversity and resistance, and that's why the Strength card here is rolling the read. It's like you're hoping to find the inner strength, courage, and conviction here to push through obstacles and adversity, because I think there's things that you're struggling with energetically that are burning you out. Like you're on the edge of burnout, but you're not there yet. You have the 4 of Wands in your current energy at this time. I see you celebrating a lot here. 4 of Wands is like when you find this sense of empowerment. Now, you may not be feeling this, but this could be very soon. The 4 of Wands is when you can find this internal sense of empowerment to start, defining what it is that you want and starting to create and build those things. Now, you may already be experiencing these things, having these little victories with this 4 of Wands, but this could also be something that's coming up here. You have the 3 of Pentacles in the challenge, and then you have the Ace of Cups as your advice. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles it's the challenging energy with this. It doesn't even matter in what context or what area it is. It just matters about what it means. And the 3 of Pentacles is Capricorn, so it deals with work, structure, having to be really critical and tenacious and like wanting to go hard and achieve things. But that's in the challenge. And so with the advice being the Ace of Cups, it's the opposite. It's you, Cancer, right? The opposite of Capricorn is Cancer, and it's water. And so it's like having to find that love, or I wouldn't say love, but having to find that emotional comfort or that emotional nurturing that you need for yourself to support yourself emotionally, right? And I think that's something here that you're looking for. Now, and you can maybe dealing with other people with the 3 of Pentacles that are in the mix, and there could be some challenges and some hiccups here, trying to figure things out. 3 of Pentacles come together and build things or work things out. But the Ace of Cups, and it could be kind of hard, it's just hard, difficult. But the Ace of Cups would be, the advice would just bring love and compassion into the situation, because that's what's going to help things tremendously. Even if you're frustrated with the case might be, what you put your energy on at this time is going to amplify with Mars being retrograde in your sign. Like whatever you infuse emotion in, whatever meaning you give it, is what's going to amplify it. So if it's good, it's going to be real good. But if it's bad, it's going to be real bad. You have the Tower in the future position, and then you have the Seven of Wands in the outcome. Seven of Wands would be you coming out on top, right? Being able to overcome something and get into a better position, right? So being able to overcome some type of hurdle, or just be in a good position, but you have to maintain that position, right? You have to like, stay on top of things. I think this Tower though is a breakthrough. I think it's some type of breakthrough or a change here that you're making. It's not like everything is being wiped away with the Tower, but it's more so you're seeing like, okay, I'm seeing where the foundation of this is faulty, and this is where we have to go back and course correct and redo things, right? And so it's kind of like 2 steps, 1 step backwards, 2 steps forward kind of thing. You have and I think this Tower is very symbolic of, well, we'll come to that here in a minute, but it's very symbolic of Uranus. And actually Mars is making aspects to Uranus, and the Tower is Mars-Uranus together. The lightning is symbolic of Uranus, right? The unexpected comes out of the sky, Uranus. And then Mars being the disruption of the equilibrium, like in humanistic astrology, or you can even say evolutionary astrology, Mars uses Uranus, right? Uranus and Mars are like right hand buddies, right? That Uranus is like, okay, I got innovation and breakthrough, but he needs Mars to do it, right? He needs Mars to go, I need you to do this, go do it. So the way that can look is things changing and shifting, and because Uranus is making good aspects this week, the Uranus energy is positive, so it's helping us make shifts, create better alignments, help us break free, liberate ourselves from certain things, right? So that way we can, break through plateaus or just get out of an energy of the conventional ways we've done things that haven't worked. And I think here with the Knight of Pentacles being here in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of, I think this is just saying, stay steady with what you're doing, right? Don't rush things. There's no rush. Don't force things, right? Clarify the Ten of Cups here in the position of the good stuff. You have the Eight of Cups here. Yeah, and I would say this, I have a very strong message. If you've been feeling lost, or you don't know your direction, or you haven't been able to find your direction, and you kind of just feel like you've been wandering in empty lands, the Ten of Cups would be you finding that sense, finding that vision and finding that direction, right? Especially if you've been feeling like there's been a void and a lack of meaning with things. Clarify the Strength card for the overall energy. You have the Six of Swords here. Yeah, and I just, every time I see the Six of Swords, it really is just about moving into better positions, moving into better places. Six of Swords is always symbolic with the meaning of moving into calmer waters, right? Detaching from one thing or disconnecting from one thing and moving into a new direction. And I think right now, one of the main emphasis that I get is relationships being of importance for you this week, and you having to try different things here, or really just having to stay strong with the new directions you're moving in. Clarify the Nine of Wands. You have the Devil here. Well, it's the damn devil, mama. I think this devil, I don't think it's anything toxic or negative, although Nine of Wands, the devil can be, it can be negative or toxic routines or structures, right? Or things that you're doing in your life that's causing for you to burn out fast, or that's not helping you move forward, right? So I would say here that you're hoping to overcome those things. But I think this devil mainly is something about like work, and the devil can be this strive for material security and stability, or just selfish want and need. But I'm not calling you selfish. It's just this drive for materialism, right? To where it becomes obsession, the devil card. And the Nine of Wands could be eventually you're gonna fucking burn out, right? So it's like, I think you're hoping to find that balance here, but I also think you're hoping to achieve too what you want. But it's like you're experiencing the reality of the result of of the energy here that's surrounding you. Clarify the Four of Wands in your current energy. And you have the Strength card here again, so this is a positive. I think you're finding inner empowerment here. I think you're also starting to feel and experience more freedom, to where you can be yourself, or you're kind of feeling like yourself again, or maybe you're just feeling yourself. I don't know. I mean, all that Uranus going on. Uranus is in Taurus. Taurus is what, your 11th house? So when it comes to community and your ability to be able to enjoy things, there could be some good things happening here. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. You have the Four of Pentacles here. Yeah, I think your challenge right now is you're trying to achieve something. You're trying to obtain something, complete something, right? Four of Pentacles is getting that pentacle, right? Three of Pentacles is like, all right, let me build this shit up so I can have that ultimate pentacle. And so you're definitely striving here for some of you are just trying to secure shit in regards to work or career, things with money, projects. Clarify this Tower in the future. Let's see what this is about. You do have the Hierophant. And you have the Five of Pentacles here. Some of you may be leaving a community. Here's the thing. You have the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Very interesting. Literally this week, this is so symbolic of what's going on this week. The Tower is literally Mars-Uranus energy, right? The Hierophant is Taurus in astrology, or in tarot. And the Five of Pentacles is also Taurus, is Mercury in Taurus. And I just was talking about your 11th house. So this points to things like groups, organizations, communities, things you're involved in that you enjoy, but for some reason you may be, the Tower, Hierophant, Five of Pentacles, changing shit up in that area to where you could be disconnecting from things that aren't giving you the value and the and that aren't helping or increasing your quality of life. And it's almost like you're taking one step back and then two steps forward, right? And that's symbolic of. I'll go through the transits here because I have them written down. On the 23rd, Mars will sextile Uranus, which I'll simply summarize these as well. Mars sextile Uranus, you can expect you taking a different approach or taking action on things that you wouldn't suspect right now. It'll be something unpredictable, right, that you'll do to shake things up, to break out of the conventional ways of things. Mercury opposed Mars could be Mercury opposed Mars, the reasoning behind your actions, right? The reasoning being Mercury in Taurus or Mercury in Capricorn is, well, I need to do this so I can, find a better structure and routine and a better way to build things in my life, and that will help me, help secure things. Opposed Mars in Cancer, it's a challenge to do it though, as emotionally it maybe feel a little bit hard. But that sextile that Mars is making to Uranus and Mercury trines Uranus, it's like Uranus is saying like there's a way through it, right? And that's the blessing I feel here with you, that it's like there's kind of like a back door that you're finding, or there's like some type of route you're seeing and going that will allow you to make the changes that you want to make in a more graceful way. And then, January 25th, we'll have Venus trine Mars. January 26th, we'll have Mercury sextile Neptune and Venus sextile Uranus, right? So this is, I think it's good. I think it's a good week astrologically. I mean, I would say the only transit that sucks would be Mercury square Chiron, which would be beginning of January 21st, but and then maybe Mercury opposed Mars. You have the Magician here with the Seven of Wands. The Magician is symbolic of solutions, right? And being able to manifest solutions to help you fulfill what your desires are. So that's what I'm seeing here with the Seven of Wands, like you getting into a stronger position that helps you. You find a solution that puts you in a better position here. Clarify the Ace of Cups as your advice. You have the World card. Yeah, and the World card would say, for one, you're very close to. World card is symbolic of completions or a new beginning, new cycle, end of one cycle. But with the Ace of Cups, I think it's time to welcome new things that are going to add to the emotional quality of life for you. And so that could be the changes here that you make with certain things. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. You pull the Death card. This is in the position of something you're unaware of here. Yeah, I would take your time with things. There's no rush because things are constantly changing. So if you try to identify and say, well, it's going to look this way, be this way, it's not. So the Knight of Pentacles says, take your time with what you're doing. There's no rush. Or I won't even say rush, because maybe there is a rush, but don't force things. So that's what I got for you, Cancer, in your weekly reading. I'm going to leave your reading here. I appreciate you for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me, the link is down below in the description. I still do have that 20% sale going on. I just kind of have it up right now, but I don't know. I mean, it'll probably be up for a little bit longer, but I'll definitely take advantage of it. That link will be down below in the description. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe. Also, hit the like button if you like the video, and hit the notification button bell too. And I will see you later. Bye, Cancer.